Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. Today we are taking the classic topic that everyone loves to throw around: is TF2 dead, or is TF2 dying, or whatever they decide to title their videos, because the other ones are getting a little bit boring. But instead of talking about is the game dying, I thought we'd talk about what if the game did actually die, hypothetically. The game isn't actually dead or dying in my opinion. Whether or not you agree with that is up to you completely, I guess. But I thought I'd talk about what might potentially happen if TF2 got completely shut down, if it's no longer on Steam and the game just disappears. But it did exist. Really quickly, in the comments of my last video, I promised that I'd shout one of you guys out who replied to this comment. That comment got over 100 replies, which was insane. So here's just a couple I'm going to throw on the screen right now. Thanks for interacting with the channel and replying to this random idea I had. And stay tuned, because there's something else I need everybody watching this video to do in the comments a little bit later on. So stay tuned for that. The first thing I think would actually happen is that you'll see quite a few games get a fairly big jump up in players, since the 46,000 concurrent players who play TF2 all the time will be having to find a new game to play. So there's 46,000 people normally playing one game trying to find out where they kind of want to chill out now. As bad as it would be that TF2 closed down and went offline forever, it would be interesting to kind of see where all the TF2 players went. Would they go to Overwatch, considering they are very similar games? Maybe you'd see a few people leave Steam completely, jump over to Origin and start playing Apex Legends instead. Or maybe even Fortnite on the Epic Games launcher. Or maybe they'd stay on Steam and play CSGO or something. Who knows? The point is, I think it would be interesting to see it happen. I wouldn't like it to happen, but if it did happen, I'd kind of like to see what happens to other games and if they got a bump in popularity. But then again, I am a bit of a nerd in that sense. I'm not actually smart. I just quite like looking at trends of stuff. So yeah, it might just be me that cares. I think the thing that would be more interesting for me to see, and something that would probably affect me much more than figuring out what game I'd play next, would be seeing what the TF2 YouTubers do. While I absolutely love TF2 and I love making videos on it, I would kind of like to see what I do in a situation where TF2 no longer exists, or what other content creators would do if TF2 no longer exists, and then being a little bit uncomfortable with what they want to make. We'd all have to find something else to make YouTube videos on, because I don't think any of us are going to quit if TF2 goes down. And it'd be really cool in a weird way to see all the YouTubers going their own way with their content and seeing kind of how they evolve as creators as well. It's kind of like, because we wouldn't feel trapped with TF2 because, you know, it no longer exists, and people would kind of have to watch us do something else. And it will be a little bit uncomfortable for a little bit if it ever happens, but I still think that's kind of cool, because you get to see a creator try and find their new thing and trying to figure out what they want to do with their channel now that the thing they've relied on for so long is gone. I have a few ideas of what I would do, but I'm going to do them regardless of whether TF2 still exists or not. So you'll be seeing some different stuff on the channel, and it's all going to be amazing, and I'm really excited for all of it. At least I hope it's amazing. I'd love to hear what you guys think I would do on YouTube if TF2 died. I want to make that another video, and I think doing it based on your reactions and your comments would be much better than, you know, my other idea for this video. So leave as many comments as you want, as many people comment as possible. Please, depending on how this goes, would depend on if I do a video like that again or not. So, you know, if you want it to happen, then you got to comment. This isn't actually a way for me to try and get video ideas that aren't TF2 related, because I have quite a few of them already, but I think it would be quite interesting to see what you guys assume I would then automatically jump to, or what I would do if TF2 went down. Because again, I'm a little bit of a loser and this is all I've got. Sad reality, but here we are. Jesus Christ, dude, I'm so lonely. But carrying on from that, I'd like to see what the audience around those YouTubers do as well. I'd hope that most people would stay around the YouTubers because maybe they don't really know what game they want to play next either, or what they want to do anymore. Or they enjoy the YouTuber and stay for their personality, which is what you should do and why you should watch YouTubers, but that's a topic for another video that I might go into soon. But it would be a really interesting and important time for creators and viewers alike. Again, more something I would be interested in, because once again, I'm a loser and I'm very lonely. Again, not for everyone. A lot of people will feel uncomfortable that TF2 is just completely gone all of a sudden. So a lot of people would be upset, and rightfully so. I think I would be as well. but I'd still kind of like to see what people do from there and how quickly they take to adjust to something else. I'm a loser, okay? Please just allow me. Another thing is that, you know, the economy would just die. Every single item you own would lose value because they don't exist anymore. Imagine sitting there with a backpack worth 10k that you've built up over years and years of hard work and trading, and all of a sudden, without warning, it all just disappears because Valve probably don't give us warning, or their warning's a bit late because Valve normally are late. Speaking of late, we've now been waiting longer for the heavy update than we did the Jungle Inferno update, and we know absolutely nothing about the next update. But again, another topic for another video. It would suck to see trading just completely die, even more than it already has. I don't feel like that's quite a widespread thing, but a lot of traders will be very angry that they've lost that much money and that they didn't cash out in time because they just haven't been told anything. And to be fair, even if you did get a warning that TF2 was shutting down, cashing out just wouldn't work because nobody's going to pay for something that is going to be deleted in like a week or however long the warning is. So even if you did get a warning, it'd be completely useless because the game's shutting down. So they're not going to be worth anything and nobody's going to buy anything. And then as well, all of your favorite servers will just be completely gone. No more 24/7 high tower servers or 2-fort servers for some reason because they're quite popular. No more TF2 trading servers, no more jump servers, no more surf servers, no more community servers, no more YouTuber servers, no more any servers will exist. Which actually is quite a big deal because a lot of people make some money from servers. So if that's their job, then they've just lost that without really knowing. I don't know enough about that to keep talking about it, so we're going to move on to the conclusion. I definitely think that if TF2 did shut down, the gaming world would feel really different. And that's not just me saying that because I'm someone who plays TF2 now and I am big into the game, but because it has been such a big part of so many people's lives. People who bought the orange box and played it back then when that first came out. The first ever people to play it on PC and on Steam. Ex-pro players, current pro players, ex-YouTubers, current YouTubers, ex-players, current players. You could also argue other games companies who have modeled stuff they do around TF2 and what Valve have done with it because it was something completely different when it first came out and genuinely was a massive deal. It's been a big thing to the gaming industry for such a long time. The community have done massive things for charity and just the events that the community hold themselves are incredible. Quite a lot of people would literally lose their job if TF2 shut down. And that is crazy to think that this video game is that many people's full-time job. That's how much this game does for people without us really even knowing that. Luckily, as far as anyone knows, TF2 is not shutting down anytime soon. And I hope that we have many more years with TF2 being a lot of people's favourite games. And maybe Valve will eventually start changing the way they run this. We as a community do a lot for the game, and as much as we don't want to see any of it disappear, we also would like to see a little bit of love back from Valve. I think for the third time now, that's probably a topic for another video. So anyway, that is going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. Like I said, comment down below what you think I would do if TF2 died and what I'd make on YouTube, because I'd like to see what you guys guess. Or maybe even what you guys think I'd be good at. I have no idea. Yeah, anyway, that is going to do it for the video. Once again, if you enjoyed it, please like the video. It helps not much. But subscribing actually does help, so click that as well. In fact, just scroll down below the video. Just start clicking loads of buttons, except the dislike one. Don't click that one. That one's a bad button. So anyway, once again, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you did enjoy it, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.